Have you seen that the documentary, the 50 Cent?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
For Diddy?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, man, you working
Everybody
hard.
telling me you got to see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
part of me don't want to see it.
You probably don't.
Because it's all skewed, man. Like when you put stuff together, you create whatever narratives you want to, and at the end of the day, everybody being programmed. You know, right now the man's serving time.
Right.
You know, he went before the court. The court said this, and everything is God. But God said this is what he got to do. He got to do 5 years in pen. Let him do his 5 years.
So, I'm gonna make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
Just when everyone thought the mess between Marlon Wayans and 50 Cent was finally cooling off, Soulja Boy came sliding back in and cracked the whole thing wide open again. He went straight at Marlon with accusations that instantly set social media on fire. And now the internet is in full chaos mode again. What makes this even wilder is who it's coming from. Soulja Boy has been dealing with his own long-running rumors for years, with people constantly digging up old clips, screenshots, and stories that he's never fully addressed.
Marlon Wayans, nigga. West Side. Fuck you talking about, nigga? He's a bitch. I ain't never smoked no fucking crack in my life. I think I performed for the president. I ain't even performed for that. I performed at a crypto event where y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about, nigga. Compare them two, nigga. Compare them two, nigga. Getting a whole big ass bag to perform at a crypto event or dress up like a white bitch. You thought I was at the inauguration, nigga. You thought I performed for Trump, nigga. So you went on the radio talking crazy out your neck, nigga. When you a ass nigga that dressed up like a white. Them niggas made you dress up like a bitch. Legs white, your face white. Them niggas gave you titties, nigga. Ass. Ain't shit to say to me, nigga.
So for him to jump into this situation had people instantly calling hypocrisy and pulling out old receipts left and right. Things got extra messy because Soulja and Marlon already had tension from months back, after Soulja made disrespectful comments involving Marlon's child, which crossed a serious line and rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. That old beef never really died, and now it's boiling back up in the worst way possible. At this point, Marlon might want to stay quiet, because the more this drags on, the more rumors and uncomfortable stories keep surfacing. None of it looks good, and the timing couldn't be worse. All of this really kicked off right after 50 Cent dropped his much-talked-about Diddy documentary, which already had the industry on edge.
I'm getting tattoos when you that black. But no, I'm good. Me and Soulja Boy cool. He just
no beef with Soulja.
Soulja Boy, get a chest. And you gotta have more than 2 songs to have a 35-year prolific career. You can't do 2 songs, and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you. And beef with me. Get out of here. I'll put you in one of them movies. I need a crackhead for the new Scary. I need a crack and a meth head all mixed together. You're perfect. I need someone that looks like a wet Muppet.
For reasons nobody really understands, Marlon decided to publicly criticize 50 and defend Diddy, and that shocked a lot of people. Honestly, that move caught many fans off guard. A lot of folks thought Marlon would stay neutral, but instead, he jumped into a storm that's only getting louder by the day. And just like anyone could have predicted, 50 Cent saw all of this and immediately shut it down. He wasn't letting Marlon slide even for a second. He jumped on social media, posted a throwback image of Marlon from White Chicks, and made it crystal clear in the caption, telling him to keep my name out of your mouth. The tone was sharp, petty, and very on brand for 50. 50 didn't stop there either. He doubled down in the caption. basically clowning Marlon and acting like he couldn't believe someone was even trying him like that. The message was loud and simple. Don't mention him if you're not ready for the smoke. Marlon wasn't about to back down quietly, though. He clapped back by posting several AI-generated images of 50, each one paired with slick, shady captions meant to flip the narrative.
He said himself. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for more out of him. We got you got a huge community of artists out there that are working day in the studio every night.
One image was especially controversial, and another showed 50 in an awkward situation, with Marlon writing, "Just for the record, bro, let's correct the narratives." The internet instantly split into sides. They kept trading shots like this for a while, going back and forth online, until Marlon suddenly switched lanes. He posted a video on Instagram trying to explain his side and calm things down, saying one thing.
Are you gonna watch the Diddy documentary?
Eventually, but you know, I look, man, I'm not gonna keep throwing the dude under the bus, man, and serving time in prison. You know, I know Diddy, I know his kids. You know, it must be hard for them. You know what I mean? At a point, you know what I'm saying, like on a human level, I just go, all right, man, we did.
But a lot of people felt his actions told a totally different story. Naturally, the comments went crazy. Everyone had an opinion, and yes, Soulja Boy couldn't resist jumping back into the mix. Like mentioned before, nobody was shocked to see Soulja step in defending 50. He already had unresolved tension with Marlon from earlier this year, tied to Marlon publicly supporting the LGBTQ+ community. That whole situation originally popped off after Marlon shared his thoughts about Soulja performing at a political event, and things have been tense ever since.
Those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties, and even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years, and I must say you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this.
He and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
You think we'll see that day?
Huh?
You think we'll see that day?
I don't think 50 does dumb stuff. You know, he's very smart, you know, in terms of his business. I think he already had his...
I think we already would have saw it.
He got shot now.
Soulja Boy didn't just step into the argument. He turned it all the way up instantly. Instead of keeping things focused on Marlon, he crossed a major line by dragging Marlon's family into it, making disrespectful comments that had people calling foul right away. The backlash was immediate, and a lot of folks felt like he completely lost the plot with how far he took it.
Since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And his booty been ran through quite a bit. Whoever his big daddy was threw him out ass naked into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway. Has actually appeared on a magazine cover together.
Damn. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Able to call other niggas on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's when Marlon snapped back, and he didn't hold back either. He went straight at Soulja's career, clowning his relevance and his appearance, and basically saying the industry left him behind a long time ago. Marlon made it clear that in his eyes, Soulja wasn't even worth the energy anymore. Marlon doubled down, suggesting that the only reason Soulja keeps getting away with reckless talk is because nobody with real power is checking for him anymore. He framed it as someone yelling from the sidelines, while the game already moved on without him. Then came the heavy sarcasm. Marlon mocked Soulja for still calling himself boy, despite being grown, twisting it into a jab about how people treat him when cameras aren't around. The comments were sharp, petty, and meant to embarrass, and social media ate it up. He wrapped his response by basically saying if Soulja still had a serious career to protect, this kind of reckless behavior would have already cost him opportunities. Instead, the insults just kept flying with no real consequences, making the whole situation feel even messier. And just like that, what started as industry shade turned into a full-blown online spectacle that nobody could look away from. Marlon didn't ease up at all. He kept hammering the point that Soulja hasn't been truly relevant since the late 2000s, basically framing him as someone living off past hype instead of real momentum. The insults were non-stop, and Marlon made it sound like Soulja's entire career peaked years ago and never recovered. He also leaned hard into the idea that he built his success from scratch. Marlon painted himself as someone who came up off pure grind. No industry shortcuts, no cosigns, no favors handed behind closed doors. Just talent, timing, and the internet working in his favor. The message was loud and meant to flex independence. But then the conversation took an uncomfortable turn. Marlon threw out statements that many people felt crossed a line, shifting the exchange from jokes and career shots into territory that made even his own supporters uneasy. At that point, fans started saying the beef stopped being funny and started feeling reckless. Now here's where things really spiraled. Online detectives began pushing the theory that Soulja didn't jump into the Marlon versus 50 situation just because of old tension. According to these rumors, there's a deeper layer involving his past relationship with 50 and whispers that have been floating around the industry for over a decade. Those rumors first gained traction back in 2010 after a controversial magazine cover featuring both of them sparked non-stop debate. The shoot was styled in a provocative way that instantly had people questioning the intent behind it. Social media dissected everything, from the poses to the wardrobe choices, arguing that the image felt calculated and intentional. Whether it was pure shock marketing, industry games, or just a moment taken out of context, that cover never faded from public memory. And now, with all this old drama being dragged back into the spotlight, it's adding gasoline to a fire that was already out of control. And somehow, the chaos didn't stop there. This whole rumor cycle kept getting recycled and used as ammunition every time these names popped back up in the headlines. That's when Vivica A. Fox got pulled into the conversation, and her past comments added a whole new layer to the mess. Things really flared up after 50 Cent took shots at the TV show Empire, criticizing it in a way that many people felt crossed into disrespectful territory. What made it extra spicy was the fact that Vivica had actually been part of that show, so his comments hit close to home. She fired back, and in doing so, brought up long-standing rumors about 50's private life that had been floating around the industry for years. Instead of calmly shutting those rumors down, both 50 and Soulja reacted fast and aggressively. They went straight to social media, launching personal attacks at Vivica and trying to embarrass her publicly rather than addressing what she said head-on. That move only made people talk even more. Soulja jumped on Instagram with disrespectful posts aimed at Vivica, while 50 reposted them and added his own insults, turning it into a full-on pile-on. The situation spiraled fast, with jokes, screenshots, and captions flying everywhere. Just when it seemed like it couldn't get any messier, Jaguar Wright entered the conversation. She backed up the long-running rumors, claiming there was truth behind what people had been whispering about for years. Whether fact, exaggeration, or clout chasing, her comments reignited everything and pushed the drama back into the spotlight. Now, like always, it's important to say this loud and clear. Everything being talked about here is alleged. Nobody truly knows what motivated Soulja Boy to jump headfirst into this chaos, but one thing's obvious. The public definitely had opinions, and they weren't holding back at all. Some people straight up accused Marlon of dodging accountability, saying the documentary wasn't some random hit piece. It was legal, researched, and rooted in real claims. Others mocked him for suddenly speaking up now, acting like he had a personal reason to defend Diddy, with jokes flying that he must miss those old industry parties. The comments section was ruthless. Another group went even further, questioning Marlon's public image and pointing out how often he's played certain roles in his career, arguing that it made his defense of Diddy feel predictable. Whether fair or not, that narrative spread fast, and it only added more heat to an already messy situation. At the end of the day, this whole thing turned into way more than just a back and forth. It became a full-on debate about loyalty, accountability, and who's really protecting who behind the scenes. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Soulja Boy going off on Marlon like that? And do you believe Marlon is defending Diddy for personal reasons, or is everyone reaching? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to click here to check out the next messy story. I'll see you on the next one.